Tesla's CEO Elon Musk has a super bad feeling about the economy and also the need to cut around 10% of jobs at the electric car maker. Elon Musk stated that the U.S. economy was probably in a recession, a judgment at odds with economists and available data, and cautioned companies to watch costs and cash flows. What does Musk mean by this? Is the economy really in a recession? Give the video a thumbs up and stay tuned to find out. With the invasion of Ukraine as well as the lockdowns in China, putting added pressure on a supply chain that is still recovering from the ongoing pandemic. Many are predicting a global recession. Elon Musk says, bring it on. Musk's warning of a potential recession and also the knock-on effect for car manufacturers is the industry's most direct and most high-profile forecast of its kind. And while all the concerns regarding the risk of a recession have grown, the demand for EVs has stayed strong, and many traditional pointers of a downturn, including increasing dealer inventories in the U.S., have not materialized. However, Tesla has struggled to restart production at its Shanghai factory after COVID-19 lockdowns forced costly outages at the plant. Musk's outlook reflects recent comments from executives, including JP Morgan & Chase & Company CEO Jamie Dimon. Dimon said, "A hurricane is right out there down the road coming our way." Inflation in the U.S. is hovering at 40-year highs, which has caused a jump in the cost of living for U.S. citizens. So the Federal Reserve will have to face the risky task of dampening demand enough to curb inflation while not causing any recession. Long before Musk's warning, which came in an email named "Pause All Hiring Worldwide," Tesla had around 5,000 job postings on LinkedIn from sales in Tokyo, as well as engineers in its new Gigafactory in Berlin to deep learning scientists in Palo Alto. Elon's demand that staff return to the office has already faced pushback in Germany. Musk wrote, "Everyone at Tesla is required to spend a minimum of 40 hours in the office per week. If you do not show up, we will assume you have resigned." The billionaire also engaged in a Twitter spat with Australian tech Atlassian plc co-founder Scott Farquhar, who ridiculed the directive in a series of tweets as being like something out of the 1950s. Elon Musk tweeted, "Recessions serve a vital economic cleansing function," in response to a tweet by Farquhar, who encouraged Tesla employees to look into its remote work positions. In late May, when asked by a Twitter user whether the economy was approaching a recession, Musk said, "Yes, but this is actually a good thing. It has been raining money on fools for too long, and some bankruptcies need to happen." He told the All In Summit that these things pass, and then there will be boom times again. It will probably be some tough going for a year, maybe 12 to 18 months. Moreover, recently, recession fears have been growing as the Federal Reserve tightens monetary policy to help cool down inflation that's running near its hottest pace since the early 1980s. Still, odds of a downturn in the coming year currently stand at 30%. While the economy of the U.S. shrank as an annualized 1.4% in the first quarter, the weakness was primarily due to a record trade deficit. Measures of demand, consumer spending, and business investment in equipment actually quickened at the start of 2022. The U.S. Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta's GDP Now estimate currently has second quarter gross domestic product rising at a 1.8% pace. Elon Musk, the tech billionaire, commented on the economy and politics as part of a wide-ranging video appearance at the technology conference. He's in the middle of a $44 billion takeover attempt to buy Twitter Inc. and is pushing that social media company for more details about many of its claimed users who are actually bots. So now the question is, how did Elon Musk weather the economic storms and rude awakenings thereafter? It's tough to talk from a man said to be worth north of $218 billion, more than anyone in the world. Also, it conveniently overlooks the considerable handouts Musk himself took in the process of growing his net worth after plunking down $6.5 million for a majority stake in Tesla in 2004. In the year 2008, the company rolled out its only product, a Lotus Elise knockoff, which was known as the Roadster. And at a starting price of around almost $80,000, the coupe was not exactly priced to move. 2,450 global sales made Elon Musk's vision of mass-producing electric vehicles look like a pipe dream. However, just a year later, Tesla, the company, received a $465 million loan as part of a federal stimulus package, and the money that essentially paid for developing and manufacturing the groundbreaking Model S. Musk, who is always quick to note that Tesla paid that loan back early, moves those cars with help from considerable tax breaks for electric vehicles. And then he further takes advantage of his car's absence of tailpipe emissions by reselling his cache of carbon credits to high-carbon-emitting rivals under pressure to clean up, at least $517 million since the year 2015. Now, there is a reason why Bill Ackman and other short sellers bet big on Tesla to fail. Probably the company would be as dead as Nikola Tesla himself if it had not been for the U.S. government raining money on the fools. Elon Musk also claims on Twitter that a recession would be good because companies that are inherently negative cash flow that value destroyers need to die so that they stop consuming resources. From the years 2010 to 2018, Tesla raised $20 billion in the capital while producing a negative cash flow of $9 billion, and the year 2021 was the company's first full year of profitability. Also, it is not just Washington who has been generous. Tesla has also benefited from state income tax breaks for green vehicles and routinely helps itself to corporate subsidies. Since August 2021, the Tesla company has received roughly $64 million in incentives to move to Austin, Texas, and build Giga Texas and the new factory that is expected to produce another Gonzo Musk idea, the Tesla Cybertruck. Moreover, Elon Musk's other companies have benefited from corporate welfare schemes too. In the year 2015, the LA Times reckoned Musk's companies had benefited from almost $5 billion in government support. That includes SpaceX, which just landed a $2.89 billion contract with NASA and a $653 million Air Force contract, both in 2021, as well as Solar City, which capitalized on $1.5 billion in government aid and hemorrhaged cash too before the solar energy company was absorbed into Tesla, which itself accepted payroll benefits from Trump's $600 billion pandemic stimulus package. The billionaire can scold work-from-homers all he wants, but when it comes to benefiting from loans, only a few have been rained on more than him. Musk suggested that recessions aren't necessarily bad, adding that he's been through a few of them in his time at public companies. He said, "What tends to happen is, if you have a boom that goes on for too long, you get misallocation of capital and it starts raining money on fools, basically." Musk, when he was asked about his recent comments about inflation made by fellow billionaire Jeff Bezos, stated the rising prices had resulted from simply money printing. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Musk and Bezos are the number 1 and number 2 richest people in the world. The reason for inflation is that the government has printed a zillion more money than it had, Musk said, adding that countries including Venezuela had already been down the same path. He said, "This is not like, super complicated." Musk said he is a moderate who has voted with Democrats in the past. However, he is no fan of the administration of President Biden. He has chided the Democratic president previously for downplaying Tesla's role in the movement towards EVs. Musk said, "This administration just doesn't seem to get a lot done," adding that he thought immigration policy needs to be addressed. It's essential that the U.S. be like the destination for the world's best talent. While the billionaire said he might never have voted for a Republican previously, Musk said he could change his mind when the next elections happen. Well, guys, that's all for today. Do you think Musk is right? What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for us to provide you with more must-know developments in finance and technology. And with that said, we will see you guys in another video.